Hola amigos, here we are in Path of Exile 2, and we're going to talk about refunding passives. So I'm at a point in the game where I have for the first time realized why I might want to refund my passives, and I'm going to show you so that way you can learn this faster than I did. So this is the hooded one who you've encountered in Act 1. And if you've spoken with them, which I'm going to do here, then you're going to see that you have the option to refund your passives. So up until this point, I haven't had a reason to refund my passives. But I just figured out why I might want to do that. And I'm going to show you. So here we have, if we go up and either to the left or to the right, you're going to find jewel sockets. And if you go into your inventory, here we have, actually, I need to go to my stash. So I'm going to my stash and I'm going to show you my jewels. Got a few of them. Now, looking through my jewels here, there are some of these that I'm not interested in, but this one I am interested in. 14% increased energy shield recharge rate, recover 2% of life on kill. This to me seems like a pretty decent jewel to use, and this is the first time I have figured out how to use a jewel. So let's go ahead and let me grab that jewel because I want it. So I'm putting that in my inventory. So now I can come back to the hooded one, refund my passives. Because what I want to do is I want to go through my skill tree and I want to refund certain abilities so that way I can unlock this jewel socket. So this is the reason why you might want to refund some of your passives. And if you've looked at the hooded one and seen the refund passive option, then this is again why you might do that. Now, there's a bit of a tug of war here because obviously by refunding my passives, I'm going to lose out on certain skills that I have been working on up until this point. So this is really where it's up to you what it is that you want to refund and how Path of Exile forces you to think carefully about what you do before you do it. Now, why you might want to do this and reconsider how your passives are set up, obviously because we want to go and unlock our jewel socket. But then from here, if we go to the left or we go to the right, then the next thing we want to find out is which direction do we want to go in so that we can continue on a path upgrading our tree that's going to maximize our character. So for my character, I'm looking at a couple of options here. One is to either come this way and improve my energy shield, which I'm going to be sacrificing that over here if I choose to do it this way. I don't have to do it this way, but I'm just using this as an example that if I want to sacrifice certain skills over here, passive skills related to my energy shield, well, then the sort of pros and cons of this is that going up this way means I'm going to have to increase my attributes to either get to minions deal more damage, which I use minions, and so that's why I might want to do that. Or we've also got chaos damage over here, And then on the other end, we also have the option to improve our minions. So this is kind of a crucial fork in the road as far as your passives go, because passives are precious, so you're not going to want to just use them for any good reason. But what I'm realizing right now is that I am lacking in certain attributes, like my dexterity sometimes falls short, and a couple of other things. Like if you've ever tried to use certain pieces of gear, then you're going to find out that you might be low in a specific attribute. So this is where you might be at a fork in the road for the game, where you decide, well, maybe I want to increase my attributes at the cost of a specific tree, branch of the tree that I've been working on. In this case, when I'm looking at the details here, I am thinking that the most logical thing to do here is to sacrifice some of my energy shield. But that's because if I go this way, then you can see that we have more options to improve our energy shield if we choose to then go this way. So this is kind of where it's up to you to choose how it is that you want to refine your gameplay. And where Path of Exile basically shows you that, yeah, you might have been working on this branch over here, but now you're at the point where you might want to sacrifice some of your passive skills in order to refund them and reapply them in a different area so that you can maximize your character in a certain direction. And right now that I've gotten to the point in the game where I am encountering jewels, it seems logical to me that in order to unlock those jewel sockets, I mean, I can either leave them in my inventory and they can just be chilling out there for a while, but if I want to take advantage of that, of the jewels, then I'm going to have to refund some passives. And the thing about Path of Exile here is that we're refunding passives one at a time. We're not doing all of them at the same time and reapplying them. You have to go and you actually have to choose specific passives that you want to sacrifice in order to reapply them in a certain direction. So essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sacrifice some of these passives in order to reapply them in this direction, and then head this way, and then start building my character in some other directions here. So that's basically why you might want to refund your passives. And if you're earlier in the game, then you just want to take into consideration that at some point you're going to start getting these jewel sockets. You're going to encounter these jewels, and if you want to use them, you can either plan ahead now, or at some point you can refund your passives in order to fast track unlocking these jewel sockets. And then from there, you're going to be going off in any number of directions to improve your character. So that's a breakdown of refunding your passives. And it's, there's a little bit of information there to sift through, but I just wanted to be as thorough as possible so that you understand how you can refund your passives and why you would want to. And if you've encountered the Hooded One, either in Act 1 or Act 2, then really it's not until Act 2, I think, that you're going to be refunding those passives. So there you go. Thanks for following along, and check out Lecture Loom AI Radio Master Playlist, where you've got all the songs and visuals. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Catch you next time.